Well, hello there. I am Alan Jimenez. I'm a real estate broker, and I've been traveling all over the world, from Bali, from Medellin, all over Colombia actually. I took my motorcycle. I actually bought a motorcycle over there, traveled the whole coast, actually broke down in the jungle. We got picked up by some random guys, and it was just a hell of a story. I will never forget my life in Colombia. I spent 3 years there. Currently, I'm in Dominican Republic, and I just love it here. I'm in actually Punta Cana. I was staying in Santo Domingo for a while. Santo Domingo is like a New York, a little bit grungy, a little bit gritty. A lot of people there. I'm here during COVID-19, so I decided to come to Punta Cana, which is a place that really beautiful place. Just lots and lots of resorts. Not a lot of people though, so it's giving me a chance to do a lot of my YouTubing, getting out here, doing the stuff I need to do, getting some more business generated, and that's the time I'm taking this time and being and I'm taking advantage of this time. So by all means, a digital nomad. What does it mean to be a digital nomad? Basically, you're going to be working wherever you are. So one time I was at the airport. And I had to get a report in. I set up, get my little office set up, plug in. I have internet. I use my hotspot. I think that's one of the things you definitely will need. I use Google Fi. If you do not know about Google Fi, you can just go to Google and then Fi. And then I'm gonna put a link below, and this disclaimer, I do get paid 20 bucks. Woo, big 20 bucks. But I do appreciate it, and you get a $20 credit too. So they give you 20 and I get 20 from signing up with Google Fi. That's what I have. Basically, it works everywhere in the world, almost every single country. You do not need a SIM card at all. So you just land and it says, hey, thank you for landing in Dominican Republic. Give me a second, I'm gonna change your SIM card. Boom, you got service. And you only pay like $70 a month, unlimited text, data. And if you buy the phone through Google Fi, and they'll give you insurance and loss insurance and all kinds of stuff. They'll just replace the phone. What else? Okay, getting back to being a digital nomad. Being a digital nomad has its, if you really want to travel the world, and you want to get outside, you don't want to be in the United States anymore. I love the United States. I'm from the United States, from Texas, but I mean, sometimes you're making money and you have to keep making money to support your lifestyle. But when I was living in Medellin or Dominican Republic, you know, you can make $5,000, $10,000 in 1 month, and you're just like, hey, you know what? I don't want to work anymore. I just want to enjoy life a little bit. Unlike the United States, where you know you want to get a certain lifestyle. You know, like if I was staying here in a resort, I'm going to show you some pictures where I'm at now. You'd be paying $20,000. No, I shouldn't say that much. Maybe in Texas, you'd be paying, if they had something like this, maybe $7,000 a month. You know, $6,000. California would be $10,000. Just the rent alone, you know, because it's really luxury style. So there's a lot of cool things about being a digital nomad that I really like. Traveling the world, you get to see new people, get to see new cultures. So, what else is really interesting to me is that the cost of living is the first thing that I look at. Do some homework. When I go to a new country, before I start going to a new country, I start reading the newspaper. So like, well, I was going to go to Thailand in February, and I still am going to go to Thailand when this COVID-19 stuff is over. I start getting the paper over there, not the digital paper, on my phone. Hey, I want to look at what's happening. I want to make sure I don't go over there in some kind of controversy, you know, with the United States or something. I don't get stuck over there. I want to make sure there's no earthquakes, hurricanes, something weird going on, political stuff. I don't want to get tied in that. So that's one thing I definitely advise is get the publications and stay up to date in what's going on about 2 months, 1 month before you head over there. Check with the United States Embassy for that country and just check the updates. Don't always believe though how things, because for instance, Colombia, they say it's so dangerous, but when you get over there, it's not dangerous at all unless you're an idiot and you're walking around with your iPhone and a Rolex out and it's 2 or 3 in the morning. But yeah, it's the same thing in the United States. You go to New York, you're Texas, Houston, you walk down the streets, it's 1 or 2 in the morning and got a big gold chain on. Yeah, they're gonna get robbed. So anywho, so how do you make money being a digital nomad? I think that's one of the the thing that people are saying. So some ideas that I have is that, so I'm in real estate. I'm a real estate broker. So I was like, okay, I want this lifestyle. How can I manage to make, $10,000 or more by just working a few days a week, And so what I push people into, I shouldn't say push, but I present, if you're interested in making $10,000 a month and only working a few hours, I would definitely check out and getting to wholesaling. Now I do offer this course at HPAgents.com. That's high powered agents. Go over to courses. I'm going to put a link into the wholesale class, and then you can go through that wholesaling class. And let me tell you a little bit about wholesaling. So basically, wholesaling, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be finding somebody who's urgent, who needs money quickly. They need that money quickly, and so we're going to get a hell of a deal by paying cash for the property, even though you don't have the cash. So you can buy this property without any cash. And I'm a real estate broker. I'm telling you, you do not need cash at all, as long as we get an extremely great deal. I do work at U.S. Prime Lending as a commercial mortgage broker. So what we do is we hook up with them. We evaluate the deal that you have and make sure it's 50-60% of the value. So let's say the house is worth 100, you got it for 65,000. I'll take it over to the BPO, or the broker priced opinion over there, U.S. Prime Lending, and he validates that it's worth that much. So he'll give you the $65,000. If you got it for 50, he'll give you $15,000 to fix it, and then you can sell it and flip it. Now it is higher interest. It's about 10% interest. The reason why it's 10% is because they don't get their money like a bank where they have a 30-year mortgage. They only have like a 1, 2, or even 5-year mortgage. Usually people keep a loan like this for about 3 to 6 months, really. So you get the property, you paint it, you carpet it, you put the wood, you put the granite and all that good stuff, and you get it back on the market. But this is only if you got the property and then you decided, if you decided to flip it yourself. So now we got into flipping. So really, let's go back a little bit. Wholesaling is taking that property, you got it for 60, you sell it for an investor for 10, you made 10,000, and that's it. You just sold a piece of paper. So if you're interested in being a digital nomad, I really want you to explore that option about being a wholesaler, because you can basically live anywhere. And I've made $10,000 many times. Sometimes one of my best deals, I made $130,000 off some land, off a wholesale deal, where I just sold the paper of the property, and I can show you the HUD statement, which is a closing statement, to prove it. And I just did one the other day. I made another $16,000. So I do it all the time. And it just basically knowing how to write the contract, knowing how to evaluate a property, tying that property down, and then I have about 300 plus investors. I'll pass these investors over to you, and then you can just email them. I'll send you like a little link. It's a part of the wholesale class. You just click the link with the appraised value, the address, all the good stuff. You put it in this form. It emails it out to all the investors, and all the investors will start calling you like fast. They're like, yeah, I'll get it. I'll buy it. I'll give you 70, 72. And so let's say, for instance, you make 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 off a deal. I want you to look in my eyes right now. You didn't do anything. You just made money off of your brain. You didn't use your money. You didn't use anything. All you have is some paper, the rights of the property to sell that property. Look in my eyes good. You didn't do anything. You're selling a piece of paper. You haven't even closed on the property. You are just taking this paper and selling the rights to buy it. You see? So you're just taking a piece of paper and saying, hey, this guy told me he's selling me his house for $60,000. I got it under contract. I'm going to sell you the contract and reassign it to you. That's it. On closing, usually then what I do is this is a part of the wholesale classes, I already have a template for you. I'm going to email you the template if you're interested in doing this. If you decide to go this route, this is the route one. This is because I know real estate. So there's a whole bunch of different avenues for being a digital nomad. You can do affiliate market. You could sell like a how-to kind of class. Kind of like what I'm doing now is a how-to class. Like, what do you know how to do? Do you know how to dance? Do you know how to type? Do you know how to write? what can you do and present it and sell it. If you want to do something like that another way, then I can show you some other affiliate ways of how to make money. Just like I told you that Google Fi. Okay, like, hey, okay, I made 20 bucks, but if I can sell 5 of those a day, I made 100 bucks. If I can times 30, if I can do this continuously, I made $3,000 a month. You see? And that $3,000 a month goes a long way in Medellin, Colombia, in Bogota, Colombia, Dominican Republic, in Thailand, in Bali. You can live abroad very cheaply. So being a digital nomad has a lot. You're gonna have to really get outside your comfort zone if you want to be a digital nomad. You're gonna have to think. I want you to keep the expenses down. I want you to live in a hostel when you first start. Live in a little hostel, save as much money as possible, do not spend, and just have a good time. And then the universe is gonna start calling to you. It's gonna start unveiling itself to you. When you start searching for something, it's gonna start responding, I promise you this. So if you're interested in becoming a digital nomad or wholesaling, or you wanna do some other type, send me a message in the comments and I'll try to guide you in the right direction, okay? But as far as real estate wholesaling, that's something definitely you could do. I'm going to put a link in the description below. And if you want to take that class, you can just, take it. It's only like a couple of $100, but I promise you, you will make at least $10,000 in the next 1 or 2 months. 1 or 2 months, you'll make 10 grand real quick, and then you'll make $10,000 every month or more. It's like the sky is the limit, really, because I'll show you how to evaluate the properties, lock it down, and then where to sell it. It's pretty easy. It's not rocket science. We're biting dirt cheap. We're going to sell to some investors that I know, 300 of them, and then you'll have your own investor list too as time progresses, and then we go from there. So that's my 2 cents about wholesaling and becoming a digital nomad, living anywhere in the world. I've been doing it for years. This is my 4th year living abroad, and I just love it. I haven't had any problems at all. I haven't even been robbed. Nothing, and I need to knock on wood. I need to knock on wood for that, but I haven't been robbed. I'm just loving it. I'm meeting all types of people and like different types of cultures, and I think I became a better person. I really became a better person. Traveling. I was so closed-minded. I was always thinking that everything was in Texas and Houston, and that's just a way. Like the fun things to do was to go out to the clubs and get drunk and be with my friends. But I was like, there was a part of me in my life, in my heart, where I was like, there's something more. There's something much more to life than this. It has to be. It cannot be. I can't just be waking up, going to work, and it just can't be right. So I sold all my stuff. I had a big $1 million house right on 19th Street, and I sold it. And I just, packed my stuff up. And even now, today, I have Unfortunately, I have 3 or 4 bags, and I need to get it down to 2. But now I have photography equipment, I have drones, and I'm starting to grow, and I don't like that, So try to keep it down to 1 to 2 bags. Really, if you can get it to 1 bag, you're just living the dream, man. You're just living the dream, man. So hit me a shout out, hit a thumbs up if you like this. You have any questions about becoming a digital nomad? I've been doing it myself for many years. And if you are a digital nomad, let's team up, let's link, and let's meet on the road. Come over here to Punta Cana. I'd love to shake your hand and go from there. Talk to you soon. God bless.